sufferings. It is a part in everyone's life. Everyone like to have the peaceful life, the joyful life. But it's not always possible to be like that. Sometimes, for many reasons, due to many causes, one is going through the sufferings. One is going through the difficulties. Why? Why can't the human life be without sufferings? If you look deep into this, even for these sufferings, it has the big reasons. For most of the people who've been into spiritual path or who wanted to be into spiritual path, when you ask the reason for that, you know what's the cause? The sufferings. Sufferings makes one to find the real solution for the sufferings. If no one doesn't have any suffering, any pain, any difficulties, means why one is going to seek God? It's not really necessary. No one will think about even divine. Everyone will forget about divine. They even think of there is such thing. But when someone needs that path, when someone wants the divine, when you look deep into that, your suffering makes you to be in that path. So, at some point, having the suffering is good, because it makes you to find the solution for that. It wants you to find the end point for that. So what is the way? Once you have some difficulties, at first stage, no one think it's a divine action. Everyone will think, oh, it's my problem, I will try to fix it. So you are trying. So you are trying at the level of your best. You are trying to the extreme level. You can't. Then you are coming to the decision, I want to get rid of it. What's the way? So some of your friends say, okay, you come here or you go there, you will find something. So, if one going through the suffering means, if we want to really find the end or solution for that, then your track will be in right path. But many of the people, they try to accept the suffering and they don't know the cause of the suffering and they try to live with that suffering. You know? So they even think about, oh, I don't want this. They said, okay, this will be the life. So in addition to that, they add more difficulties and suffering into their life. So when you have sufferings, you have to decide, I don't want this suffering anymore. Then you will find the answer how to stop it. So once at this stage, if one want to find the solution for the life without suffering, you will try to find out what's the cause of this. Then you will come to know, this is my karma. At that stage, that understanding of that karma it helps to change all your attitudes, which will be from bad to good. And then the actions what you are doing, the good actions for recovering from your sufferings and everything, it will create additional peace and joy in you. So, there is 1,000 names for Amma. So there is one name is Maya. Maya means illusion. She will show the form out of formless. That is Maya. It seems, oh, this is my problem, I have to do it. But when you just go deep into that, you will find it's not a problem. But at one stage, she closed everyone's eyes and she make her, that is the life. That's why she called the name Maya. And she walked through greed. Greed is her weapon for her. There are 3 types of greed. One is greed for wealth, like money, gold, all these things. What we call this is punnasai. Pun means gold. And there is another type of greed, mannasai. It's a greed on properties, buying the houses and things, like movable, immovable. And then third greed is lust. It is the third greed. So she walks on world through these 3 greeds. Everyone asks, how come? We all are divine. Why we have anger? Why we have jealous? If you look at deep into all these bad characters, it won't come in an overnight. If you look deep into that, cause for any negative things in you, it starts from greed. Any one type of greed in these 3 greeds, either lust, or greed for your power, or greed for your wealth. Any of this will be the cause for all the negative thoughts in your life. Anger, jealous, whatever it is. So you may ask, okay, if I am divine, when I have the character of the divine, when I am his Atma, then why I am having all this? For example, when you take the soap which we use to clean ourselves, it looks good, but it doesn't taste good. It looks very pink color, like a chocolate cream cake. It looks like that. But you have to use that soap only for washing, only for cleansing. If you take, don't taste, and it's bad for your health. Similarly, what she did, to cleanse one, she make the soap with this greed. So, through this greed, once you have this, then you are realizing, I don't want this, I want peace. Without all this experience, if someone talk to you about peace and joy, you cannot understand that. You say, hey, why? What is this man? What happened to him? I'm fine. Due to all the greed, when you face different kinds of experiences in your life, then you will come to the conclusion, the peace will be the best thing in my life. Before that, it's very hard. If someone said, no, don't go to all these places, they said, no, I want to enjoy the life. So what she is doing, okay, you enjoy. So she created the soap, in a form of the greed within yourself. So while you are using that soap, the experience of the soap will bring the wisdom, which is the cleansing. So when you have the greed, generally everyone think, oh, I am having greed, so I am so bad. No. And another thing everyone will say, oh, when divine is so lovable, when we call her unconditional love, Karunamaya, all this, why she is creating all this to us? Why she is creating all the difficulties and suffering for me? The answer is, this is also a process. And she creates all this thing due to her mercy. So when she tells, don't do this, it's hard for the physical human mind to accept that. So what she is doing, she creates all the greeds. She so in one. So in that way, everyone is, at first they are trying to follow their greed. To fulfill, they will try to fulfill themselves with their greed and wishes. But finally, on that process, in this three type of greed, on the process, when you take effort, when you are in that process, it seems first like sugar cane. Then gradually, without you feel, it creates the branches of all the negatives in you. Then you come to the conclusion, no, this is not my life. I want a peaceful life, the joyful life. Then you are turning into the real point where you find a real joy. You may ask, why she have to allow everyone to go through all this? Why can't divine give the experience directly of divine? If you get that, still your mind will be on the materialistic. You may think, oh, I missed the world. Without all the experience, if you get the blessings of experiencing the divine in your life, you don't worth of that. You don't feel I am the worth for. You don't feel the treasure of that. Still you will feel, okay, I know I am divine, but still I miss going to club. But still I miss going to the, hotel. Still I miss going to the movie. Because, you are made, with just an organ, with the brain and all these things. Still you feel like that you have missed something. So, you won't treasure that what you had. So what she is doing first, she says, she is allowing one to experience with all the materialistic. When you go through with that, then others need not to come and tell, oh, this is good for you. You himself understanding, oh, yes, this is happy, but this is not permanent. This is not true. It's coming, and it creates more fire in me and it disappearing. And I am trying to, to reach that.